Drive time.
Drive time.
Drive time. Drive time. Hey, how many of you all women out there want some scruffy faced men like ourselves?
Hey, scruffy face, I shaved and it's shaped up this time.
No, but yeah, we're driving. Drive time again. So, hey, I'm talking off experience now. I know quite a few women that say that they are not looking for marriage and not looking for a man or anything like that. But it's funny, and like I said,
don't need a man.
Personal experience here. This is me. I know a lot of them, and the ones that I do know, it seems that those same individuals don't realize that even though they're not trying to get married and they don't want a man or whatever, that they're still married in a sense.
Yeah.
And they don't realize it.
Cameron talked about the validation of the illusion these days that women don't need men.
Yeah.
They don't think they need men, and
not saying all
the illusion is validated by
feminists of today's society,
by the fact that the welfare state and the state and the government provide for the women. And reward them for not having men. So, with that being said, like, yeah, you can see the fact that men are needed.
Yeah.
But it's overshadowed by the fact that financially we're really not needed.
The state fills the void
for that
of that man.
Part of life, right? Are we? Are we really needed for that part of life?
No. Not really, not necessarily.
I mean,
in the mindset that these individuals have.
You look through history. Throughout history, women married men that had the potential to provide for them financially.
Procreation.
Provide for them in a way that protection.
Yeah,
protection. And also make kids.
Yeah. So there.
That was the main three. They had good genes.
Yeah, you got good genes. You know, you're not gonna want to have a kid with a guy who doesn't have good genes.
Exactly.
From what you can tell. All right.
Most of it was either earning potential, or they were like, when you go farther back to arranged marriages, they were arranged to a person that they owed a debt.
Yeah.
Or
livestock. I got all the livestock.
I got all the livestock. I got cows. I got chicken. I got. Well, yeah, they had something to offer, and the fathers would get them to marry them because they actually could protect and take care of their daughters.
Exactly.
But nowadays, like you said, they don't need us in that aspect of protection. Not our protection, but for financially, because the government nullifies that. It feels that void.
Yeah, that necessity, that need, you know.
It gives
or that desire. It may not even really be a need, but that desire, you know, that they want. But you don't want anybody who can't provide, right?
So it gives the illusion that women don't need men in their lives to survive or to really raise children now.
Yeah.
Because the children's needs are met by the government.
By the government.
So I don't need no man.
Exactly. And even in the sense of an empowered woman. Look at today's feminists. You ask any feminist today, and I'm pretty sure that they'll tell you, if you ask them, do you need a man? They're probably going to tell you that they don't.
I don't need no man.
Whether it's in that context or not, like they're going to probably tell you that they don't need a man. All right?
Now, what was the man's role in society from the original state? Like, what was the man's role? What do you think the man's role was?
To provide. To give a woman his seed.
Okay, if you want to put it that way, okay, cool.
I didn't want to use procreate again.
Okay.
To protect his family.
Yeah. But when you take the state and put it in that place, what happens to the man?
He's like not there anymore.
He's not there anymore. What does he do?
So what does he do? He sits at home and he plays video games all day. And then he beats his kid in front of not his kid, the baby's mama's, the baby's mama's like the
mama had by the
other kid that the baby had by the mom. Yeah, them kids, and not his kids that he beating on.
So what's the constant in this situation? The man gone, but what's the constant?
What's the constant?
Yeah, what's the constant?
The need is still
the
need still to be met.
Kid.
Well, yeah, the constant is
the child. The child is still there.
Yeah, but I'm saying the need's still there as well. Their needs are still there. They still need protection. They still need, and that's being taken by
the government.
Okay, yeah.
By the government. So the kid is the constant. Because the kid is still there.
He's still there.
Why is the kid there?
Because she still need to see. That's why the kid's still there.
No, the kid's still there now because the kid is the bargaining chip that she uses to get the government assistance.
I know, because that's yeah. Because I'm saying it's an ongoing cycle.
So the more kids she has, the more assistance she gets.
Yeah. So she still doesn't need a man. He's still over there playing video games.
She don't need the man, and she don't need to have the same man now. So she can have multiple men.
She can have multiple men.
And definitely. Multiple children. So she gets multiple benefits.
Multiple benefits, yeah.
And multiple assistance from the government.
Yeah.
So now, what happens to the kids?
That's what they see, so that's what they know.
Moral standards and their moral state of mind.
For the women, this is how I do, because mommy say this is how I do. For the young men, what daddy do?
The father's not been in the home. Yeah, you might not need them for financial, but you need them there to give that child that balance and that moral
ideals.
Balance. And for that ideals in life going on through life. Because now we're looking at society that's like a couple generations removed from that now. Yeah. From that family structure, and you look at how we sit and what's going on. Exactly. All the stuff that's going on now.
It's because we haven't seen it.
A whole lot of it is because the father's not in the home.
It's to the point now where grandpa I haven't even seen that from grandpa. It used to be that, okay, if I ain't pulling from pops, I can at least pull some of my more standards and whatnot from grandpa. But now it's not even that anymore.
You ain't getting that no more. Most of the kids now, their grandfathers
jacked up too.
Want around. Their fathers want around. And now they probably ain't gonna be around.
Yeah.
So you have a big void there with the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just gonna get worse because the mothers now.
And when you say not around, it's not like, oh yeah, just because you know your child know you and where you at, that don't mean you in the child's life.
Exactly.
If you purchase something from, no, it ain't the same.
The fathers ain't in the home.
Exactly.
Now you got them small instances where fathers go to war, they die. Okay, and the mama got to raise it. But that still wasn't the case where the mother always came around and said she didn't need the man.
Yeah.
She
knew.
That's a whole different dynamic now. Like the women,
it's all about the mindset.
Are having kids with the purpose of raising them by themselves.
Yeah, the mindset is to raise them by themselves.
Exactly.
This is what I do. This is how you do it. You know.
And the government is going to help me do that.
And if I got to do this is what I'm just going to do.
They're going to supplement me in my raising my child by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a child by this man over here because I like this man right now. I have a kid by him.
Mm-hmm.
Or I like this man over here. I have a kid by him too.
Yeah.
I like this man over here. I have a kid by him too.
And it may not be like intentionally at the beginning, but that's like a lot of cases, a lot of times.
Yeah,
that's
but
what happens.
subconsciously,
you don't feel that you have to be tied in to this individual because you're taking care of him anyway. So
back in the day, like you had a kid by a man. That man was probably gonna be your husband.
That's it.
He gonna probably marry.
And it's it. And ain't saying just oh yeah, women fault. Like that is like you said. Of course, it has an effect on both parties. Obviously,
it was a standard though.
Yeah, exactly. Because that standard was that like you just said, if he had a kid by him, more than likely he was gonna stay with her. It won't gonna be no moving around. Then she just okay, well I go have baby with another man. Have baby with another man. It wasn't like that.
And then morality was still.
He was like, I'm locking it down.
And it kept people from having a bunch of kids.
It did.
Out of wedlock, because it was like, dang, yo.
They did. Whether you like them,
I don't want to have no kids by them.
You know?
No, like I said, you had a bunch of people that had moral standards that were like less than what you wanted, and they would do stuff like
Obviously.
that.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, they kept it to a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like I said, they don't need us.
Nope, exactly.
Per se. So men are lacking. We're not needed for what we were supposed to have been needed for.
Because the roles have been filled.
We do other
the shoes
stuff.
have been filled by the state.
By the state.
Those women that I say I know that make that argument of not needing a man because they can do this, that, and the other, whatever, those same individuals are married even when they don't know it because they are married to
the state.
You got it, the state. So stop saying you don't want to get married, you don't want to be married, you don't got to be married because you don't need a man because you're already married, you got your man, that man is the state. That the entity that is the state. So get that right. It's what finds you a loving individual who cares about you for you so that you can hold on to and grasp a strapping young male like young men like us. Yeah, we're good people. Not us per se, obviously, because we're like not on the table to be taken. So, but yeah, find you a strapping young man instead of being married to this entity that is the state. You can't grasp the state, but the state got you.
Locked down. Locked down.
All right. So, with that
just something to think about.
Yeah, just something to think about. Think about that, because you don't have to be tied down by the state. You can't find love. It's out there for you. All right. Signing out. Till next time. Continue to fight for the Constitution.
With these. So that hopefully.
Prayerfully.
We never have to use. You're going to have to do it.
Look out, man.
Can't, man.
You can do it while you're driving.
Can't. Why take my seatbelt off?
And all, baby. Peace.
Peace.